wala na inspector sa dole. Would this statement ring a bell to you? Or would this be an intimidation instead? The Department of Labor and Employment, in ensuring a decent and productive work within the workplace, promotes the culture of voluntary compliance with labor laws through its strategy of shifting the approach of enforcing labor standards through its Labor Laws Compliance System, or LLCS. What is LLCS? Labor Laws Compliance System, or LLCS, is an integrated framework of the Department on voluntary compliance and enforcement of labor laws and social legislations issued pursuant to the enforcement power of the Secretary of Labor and Employment. It is a convergence of dole programs through visitorial and enforcement mechanism through the provision of training and technical needs of the establishment. This is to fully equip them not only with knowledge about labor laws, but also to make them adequately familiar with the dole services and programs that they are going to disseminate for free. Why shift from Labor Standards Enforcement Framework to the LLCS? The Department of Labor and Employment fosters voluntary compliance with labor laws among different establishments aimed at improving work conditions, employer-employee relations, and productivity. The promotion of voluntary compliance through the use of developmental approach is a supplement to inculcate a culture of compliance with labor laws, ensure fair and expeditious and non-litigious settlement of disputes, encourage the use of settlement in all labor cases, and strengthen tripartism among the employees, employers, and the government. What is the difference between the old Labor Standard Enforcement Framework and LLCS? The old Labor Standards Enforcement Framework was implemented through self-assessment, inspection, and conduct of training of advisory services, while LLCS is implemented through a joint assessment, compliance visit, and occupational safety and health standards investigation. Joint assessment is a process of evaluating compliance with labor laws and social legislations jointly undertaken by the Labor Laws Compliance Officer and representatives of the employer and employees groups. Compliance visit is an act of validating compliance with labor laws and social legislations based on a complaint. Occupational safety and health investigation is a process of determining the existence of imminent danger, danger occurrences, accident resulting to disabling injury, and occupational safety and health standards violations committed in plain view or in the presence of LLCO based on a report or information. What are the salient features of the LLCS? First, establishments found to be compliant on labor standards and occupational safety and health standards, or were initially found to be non-compliant but were able to correct the deficiency, will be issued a Certificate of Compliance on General Law Standards or Certificate of Compliance on Occupational Safety and Health Standards by the Regional Director. This shall be valid for a period of 2 years from the date of issuance. Second, establishments that are able to maintain their status of good standing within 4 consecutive years shall automatically qualify for publications as nominee to the Tripartite Certificate of Compliance on Labor Standards, or TCCLS. Third, motion for reconsideration from compliance orders issued on August 22, 2013 and onwards will no longer be entertained. The remedy is to directly file an appeal and simultaneously post the necessary bond before the regional office within 10 days from receipt of the order. Fourth, the regional director has the authority to dismiss non-perfected appeals filed beginning August 22, 2013. Fifth, the Secretary of Labor shall issue a general authority to LLCOs to do assessment of establishments in the region and investigate occupational safety and health violations committed in plain view or in their presence. And last, a work stoppage order shall be immediately issued by the regional director upon receipt of information of an accident resulting to disabling injury. It is issued upon the recommendation of the LLCO that there exists an imminent danger or dangerous occurrence, or when the LLCO is refused entry in the conduct of investigation. Why no more inspectors? Inspectors, as the authorized personnel enforcing labor standards, are now turned into labor laws compliance officers or LLCOs. This will change the old perception to labor laws enforcer of being like a police inspector into a friendly advisor, conciliator, trainer, or lecturer, together with the involvement of representatives of the employers and the employees, which will lead to compliance of companies to labor standards and occupational safety and health standards. So be relieved. Comply with labor laws. Avail the trainings and learn them for free.